Going on, people? This video was recorded back in March. I just wanted to take some time to post this because there was a lot of people milking his death, and I didn't want it to seem that way. So I just waited a couple months to post it. I've been talking about it all over my other social media platforms, but I felt like I had to address it on my YouTube channel because Toriyama, as y'all know, is a huge part of my life. I mean, Dragon Ball is literally my life. I mean, look at my YouTube channel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little thank you message to Akira Toriyama. I've tried many times to make this video in the past 2 weeks, and I think this is the right time trying. A few weeks ago, we learned about the passing of Jim. Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, Dr. Slump, so much other stuff, passed. I didn't expect this to hit me as hard as it did. I don't think a lot of people expected how hard his passing would hit for a lot of us, but it hurt. Really hurt. There was multiple times where I would record this exact video and I would just break down and I'll have to end it because I want to get my thoughts out and I want to thank him properly without bawling my eyes out. I want to have this video go off with some sort of dignity. I want to have proper thank you video for Akira. This man impacted my life in ways you would not believe. It's kind of scary, to be honest with you. This man created Dragon Ball Z, which I've been on record saying that is my favorite show. Easily my favorite piece of fiction of all time. This show has carried me through a lot, bro. A lot. And I feel like this is just the right time to make this video after it's been a couple weeks. The wound is starting to scab up. People, for me, I feel like this is the right time to do this because I needed to do this for sure. I didn't want to make it feel like, oh man, he's just trying to make this video for clicks, like other people were doing, making 15 videos on the passing of this man and monetizing these. Not at all what I'm doing. I don't even make money for this at all. I wanted to make one video because I feel like I at least owe him that. Akira Toriyama never knew me. I never personally knew Akira Toriyama. The only thing I've known of this man is what he's put in front of me, the art that he's given me to watch and consume. And boy, was he good at doing what the frick he did. He created a gem, a timeless gem that can never be replicated in Dragon Ball. Something that has reached multiple different communities, from obviously Japan, Hispanic communities, and even the black community. Truly united people in a way that can never be done again. Never. This exact situation will never be replicated. The outpour of love for Toriyama and for Dragon Ball and for all the other things that he's done in his life has been beautiful. And I feel like it was just way too late. I feel like Dragon Ball and all his other works should have been celebrated even more than what it was while he was here to witness it. If not for Dragon Ball, man, one, I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but if not for Dragon Ball, I probably wouldn't be here. Dragon Ball was a key thing in my father's life. And had he not met my mother through connections to this series, because she watched it as a kid too. If he had not met my mother and hit it off with her and whatnot, I probably wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't have been born. Let's say Dragon Ball didn't come back in like what, 2013. 2017 specifically, Dragon Ball got me through so much, bro. So much. So much that I won't even name. 2017, I've been on record saying that that year was terrible. A lot of people love that year because Fortnite and oh, a whole bunch of music, a whole bunch of artists popping up. No, that year sucked for me. It did. There was good moments, but those good moments were because of one thing specifically. That's Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super. Watching that show in 2017 saved me. It really did. I had some crazy thoughts that I never had before. Because things were going on. And I feel like wanting to know what happened Dragon Ball next is something that helped me get through that. Watching the show and learning you need to rely on people through the Tournament of Power. Just watching that specific arc, it helped me a lot. That's all I'm just gonna drop it there. Because I don't really want to get too in depth. But had it not been for the show coming back, I probably wouldn't be in front of this camera. Just being 100% honest with you. I've been a fan of this show since a kid. Um, my earliest memory was seeing my dad play one of the Budokai games on PS2, and he was using this character with spiky hair, an awful hairline, um, a blue outfit with football player shoulder pads. I remember asking him who that was, and of course it was Vegeta. That was my first memory Dragon Ball. That interaction right there. Um, I then went on to watch Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Kai growing up, and GT as well. Wasn't much of a fan of GT even as a kid. Um, but that show always just it captivated me. I remember seeing Goku go Super Saiyan for the first time, thinking I could do it as well. I was a kid. A lot of us did it as a kid. A lot of us, if you didn't put your hand up for a spirit bomb, if you didn't put your hands back for a Kamehameha, you're lying. I'm sorry, you just are. Uh, but yeah, it's been my favorite show ever since. And I don't just have this up here. I purposely moved my head so you guys can see this. I've had this up here for years. You go back in my videos, you'll probably be able to see that in the background. I have more that I have not put up that I bought a couple months ago before passing of Toriyama, and I brought some stuff from over on my counter as well to show you guys how much of a freaking geek I am, how much of a fan of this show I am. Um, I got, I've started my figure collection, something I've always wanted to do. I have the Figure Arts Broly movie Goku and the Figure Arts Broly movie Vegeta. These are my first official Dragon Ball figures that I purchased myself. Um, it's a collection I want to start, especially now. I want to continue because I stopped buying them for a while. I also have this mug, this coffee mug that I only used like twice. I wanted to keep it in mint condition. I didn't want it washed 100 times. So yeah, pretty cool. Like a Dragon Ball Fighters esque art on it. I obviously have this shirt on. It's a very cheap shirt, Dragon Ball you can find. Um I also have a Dragon Ball that I've had for about 3.5 years. The 4-star ball. 3 years, I believe. I think it's been 3 years since I got this 4-star ball. And yeah, it's always been on my dresser, kind of as a reminder, hey, this show's serious. But yeah, whenever somebody comes in my room, they'll instantly know what I like, what I'm a fan of. And yeah, being a Dragon Ball fan, as funny as this may sound, helped me a lot, bro. Growing up, it kept me out of a lot of trouble. Um, I was always that one guy when somebody was bringing up like comic book heroes, like a Spider-Man or Superman or wrestling. Even though I was a big wrestling guy, even as a kid, am still today. I would always be that guy to bring up, hey man, have y'all seen Dragon Ball though? I would always be that person, and I would always defend Dragon Ball in any situation. Still do. Back in elementary school, there was a lot of people that were not up with the show. No one really cared about it. I would always do my best to defend it from the Naruto fans. Um, Back then, I did not watch Naruto, and I was not much of a fan of that show until recently, about a few years ago. 6 years ago at this point. It's crazy. Um, but I was a diehard Dragon Ball guy. Still am to this very day. And the death of Toriyama, it hit me harder than what I thought. Because this man's work, he inadvertently saved my life. Inadvertently. He's given me a form of entertainment throughout my entire life. Something that I've always gone back to. Whether I watch episodes, highlights, funny moments, Dragon Ball, Team 4-Star, play the games, looking up as a kid, looking up Super Saiyan 5 through 100. I mean, all this different stuff that filled a void that I didn't know needed to be filled at the time was is something I will always be grateful to him for. Um and yeah, I just feel like I needed to make this video thanking him, appreciating his work publicly. If y'all see me on other social media platforms, you've seen me give a lot of love to him, but I have refrained from posting anything on my YouTube yet because I wanted to make this specific video thanking him, everything he's done for me and for the world, making timeless gems like Dragon Ball and inspiring other gems like Naruto and One Piece, shows that probably either would be massively different had Dragon Ball not existed or just wouldn't exist at all. I think Naruto and One Piece would not exist at all without Dragon Ball and a lot of other shows as well, not just those two. So, but like I said, this is something I just felt like I needed to do. At least give him a thank you for everything that he's done for me. I never knew him, real life. He never knew me, but I needed to make this just to put a band-aid on that scabbed wound. Thank you, Akira Toriyama. Thank you so much for getting me through a lot with your art. Thank you for giving me my favorite character in fiction, Vegeta. Um, yeah, Akira Toriyama. Till we meet again.